If the title of this video makes you uncomfortable and makes you see me in an arrogant, narcissistic light, good, because that was exactly my intention. But hear me out. I will share a resource with you in this video, a list if you will, that has genuinely helped me make a ton of money recently. It has helped me become more popular, more social. It has helped me talk to a lot of people that I generally would have been nervous talking to. It has also helped me become more productive, more successful, and all that good stuff. And by the end of this video, I will also show you how you can use this list and become more successful, popular, social, productive, attractive, good looking, all that stuff. By the way, if you're new here, my name is Saqib. I'm a 22-year-old university student who is on a mission to retire his parents, and in that process, become the most successful, confident, and attractive version of himself. So if you want to follow my journey and watch me retire my parents, scroll down and click on the subscribe button. With that being said, here's how you can use a list to become more successful, popular, social, productive, good looking, and pretty much achieve all the goals you've set for yourself. Have you ever had those days where you're feeling like you are on top of the world? You feel more confident, you work more, you're more productive, you're more social, you're talking to everyone, and you're actually making eye contact when you're talking to everyone. Because those days are very rare, at least for me. Most days you feel average. You don't feel confident, you don't feel social, you don't feel like talking to anyone, you don't feel like doing the work, and you're just dragging yourself through life. How valuable would it be if you could just be switched on 24/7? How valuable would it be if you felt like you are on top of the world 24/7? Imagine you didn't feel like working, but then you just turned on a switch and you worked for 6 hours straight. Imagine you didn't feel very social, but then you turned on a switch and you went ahead and talked to a bunch of people, you made some really high quality friends, and maybe you even talked to your crush, and everything worked out. Imagine you didn't feel like going to the gym, but then you just turned on a switch and you annihilated leg day. How much better will your life be if you always felt like you were on top of the world? How much more successful, popular, social, productive, confident, good looking will you be if you always felt like you are on top of the world? What I'm about to share has given me the ability to be that person 24/7. It has helped me turn on my most successful, productive, confident, social, popular self like a switch. And it will do the same for you as well. I came up with a list called Reasons Why I'm Hot Shit. And I know it sounds very arrogant and cocky, but I can promise you this works, and this is exactly what I needed. Before every social interaction, I read this list and I'm instantly more confident and charismatic. Before every single time I record a video, I read this list and I'm much more confident, I'm much more helpful, I'm much more informative when I'm talking to you. Before every sales call, before I sit down to work, before I step out of the house to go to the gym, before anything that I do, I read this list and I'm instantly a better version of myself. So pretty much what this list is you writing down a bunch of your accomplishments, past, present, or future, and you just writing down all the times that you were hot shit, all the times that you were super cool or you were a badass. Write all of those down. Don't be afraid to hold back. Don't be afraid to sound very arrogant or narcissistic or cocky, because this list is only for you. No one else will read this. This is only for you. So don't hold back. Once you've written like 10 or 20 things of all of the things that you've done in the past that made you seem very cool or badass or made you feel like you were hot shit, or maybe you wrote down all the things that you're going to do in the future, all of the exciting things, all of the adventurous things, all of the things that other people will envy you doing. Once you've written all of those down, the next time you're about to do something, maybe you're about to go talk to someone, or maybe you're about to give a presentation, or maybe you're about to go to the gym, whatever it is, the next time you don't feel confident, just pull out your phone, read this list, and watch yourself instantly switching up. I'm not just making stuff up. I've been doing this for the last 2 months, and it has done wonders for me. Like I said, every single time I didn't feel like going to the gym, I read this list and I annihilated leg day. Every single time I didn't want to talk to people, I didn't want to be social, I read this list and I was instantly a lot more social, a lot more popular, and it has helped me make some really high quality friends. Every single time I woke up and I didn't feel like doing the work, I read this list and I was instantly switched on. I instantly sat down and put on 2, 3, 4 hours of deep, uninterrupted work. Every single time I record these videos for you, I read this list and I'm instantly a lot more helpful. I'm instantly a lot more confident, and I can really put my best self forward. The reason this list works is because we are our own worst enemies. We keep forgetting all the good stuff that we've done. We keep forgetting all of the accomplishments we've had in the past, or maybe all of the stuff that we're going to be doing in the future, we forget all of that. And we only keep reminding ourselves of our worst traits. We only keep reminding ourselves that we're not enough, or we don't have good hair, or we're not attractive enough, or we're not social enough, or we're not this, or we're not that. We always highlight our worst attributes. But this list is going to shine a light on our best attributes. But if you just remind yourself of everything you've accomplished so far, or the path that you're on where you're going to do absolutely amazing, mind-blowing things, you will instantly feel like you are on top of the world. And when you feel like you are on top of the world, that is the best version of yourself. That is your most confident, most giving, most helpful version of yourself. And you owe it to yourself, your loved ones, and the entire world to always show up as that self 24/7. So if you think the hot shit list is arrogant or narcissistic or cocky, that's up to you. But just know that you're depriving yourself, your loved ones, and the entire world of the best version of yourself. I remember back in 2019, my friend and I, we were going to this business meeting because we were going to close our first huge deal. And I was the one who was supposed to give the sales pitch, and I practiced it all night. I knew that the next day when I stepped into their office, I was going to kill it. The next morning, we were confident and excited because this was going to be our first closed huge deal. But as soon as I stepped into their office, something felt off, but I ignored it. And then it was time for me to give my sales pitch. For whatever reason, my mind went blank. It was as if I couldn't even speak. I stared at them for 10 to 15 seconds, and then I turned to my friend and I sheepishly said, my friend was going to be giving the sales pitch. We ended up losing that deal. How different would that day go if I just had my hot shit list with me? Think about your life and all of the times you've missed an opportunity. Maybe it's in business, maybe it's in sports, maybe it's in school, maybe it's with a girl. All because you couldn't switch on your best self. How different would your life be right now if you had a hot shit list and you just went for it then? It's like a switch I can use anytime to go from feeling like a lesser version of myself to instantly feeling like the best version of myself. How different would your life be if you knew that at any time you can just tune into your most confident, your most successful, your most productive, social, popular self? How different would your life be if you could be that person 24/7? So the next time you have a business meeting, a presentation, a sales call, a date, a party, whatever it is, just pull out your phone, read your hot shit list, and just watch yourself absolutely crush whatever it is that you have. So go ahead, open up your notes app, write down all of the things that you've done in the past or maybe you're going to do in the future, but remember to not hold back. This is only for you. No one else will see this. Write down all of the things, no matter how arrogant, how narcissistic, how cocky you sound. Write down all of the things, all of the times you were hot shit in the past, or all of the things that you're going to do in the future. Again, feel free to be as arrogant, as narcissistic, as cocky as possible because this is only for you. This is only to lift you up when you're feeling like a lesser version of yourself. So if you found this valuable, if you got some new insights, can you do me a favor? Can you just scroll down and click on the subscribe button? Because I'm trying to grow this channel to 10K subs before the end of the year, and it will really help me out. But obviously, if you don't want to help me out, that's all good. I hope you still found some value in this video. And with that being said, I will see you in the next one.